Hello and welcome to MLC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of LOKOJA, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Morno Balagubu. First, the headlines. Governor Bello receives Chinese ambassador and CNN team in LOKOJA. Northwest Southwest leads as INEC registers 96.2 million. US kills Al-QAEDA leader Al-ZAWAHIRI in drone strike. And in sport, Falcons US-friendly tickets for September sold for $25. And now the news in detail. The Chinese ambassador to Nigeria, Qin Jianshun, has declared optimism that his country is willing to partner with the Kogi state government to explore natural resources and talents to build and strengthen the economy of the state. The ambassador made this known when he led the delegation of investors from CNNC to see Kogi State Governor Bello in the Government House, LOKOJA. He said the CNNC is expertise in the areas of building nuclear power plant, information and communication technology, high-powered security architecture, talents, and others to convert them to boost and sustain the economy of any country or state, and that Kogi State, with much deposited natural and human resources, will become a hub for industries that will generate thousands of jobs for graduates and teeming youths. Our reporter has more.
Chinese ambassador to Nigeria, Qin Jianshun, who came into the government house with his convoy and the China National Nuclear Corporation (CNNC) team, were received by the Kogi State Governor, Bello, and his top government officials. The ambassador took his time to give detail of the CNNC business plans and areas of possible investment thrown open to the Kogi State government.
I just mentioned this is the long-term investment. It's really difficult. You have to let people know, oh, this is the safe technology and it can benefit, not only think about the benefit from job, decent income, and also the technology for the whole society, for the development. But the most important thing is how can let people to understand how can we find a way to, for example, maybe nuclear power plant can last, just mentioned, about 6 years. So if we have this project, really, we could develop our economy. I fully understand the high expectation from the government level, from people level. We need development because development is really important for security. So in China, we always focus on reform, development, and stability, development, the hard truth. So here I'm thinking if there is opportunity, the government, people can work together to make different change to improve our current situation.
The head of the delegation and the technical team leader, Wang Umin, gave insights into why Kogi State is registered among states to invest.
Cooperation for our future in nuclear fields in the future with Kogi State, and also as just thanks again to the governor to take this opportunity for us for today's meeting.
The ambassador promised that with their investment coming into Kogi State, thousands of persons will be engaged either directly or indirectly. The excited Governor Bello welcomed them and described the visit of the ambassador and investors as the highest profiled delegation he has received in recent times. He promised to deepen the relationship to yield the desired results that will turn the state into a hub of industrialization.
Your technical team and my team are just too eager. It's like a magnet, positive and negative charge, attracting themselves, so strongly. So we are so eager to attract ourselves and then bond together for common interest of the good people of Kogi State, Nigeria, and China at large. The solution you're bringing to us today to ensure that Kogi State becomes the new power hub in this country is highly welcome. We will partner with you to ensure that we deploy the latest technology, just like we are deploying the latest technology in terms of healthcare service delivery. We want to equally partner with you, not only to generate energy or power, but also to deploy the latest technology to secure our people.
In the area of security, the governor assured them of adequate cover.
Economic and other interests here in Kogi State and Nigeria at large will be guaranteed. Kogi State is central, like I said, bordering 10 states. If here remains 100 or absolutely secure, we can export that security to our neighboring states. And we can vicariously extend same to the country.
Areas highlighted for possible investment and investors are nuclear power plant, information and communication technology (ICT), agriculture, security architecture, and others. While responding to questions from top government officials on the gains and dangers posed by nuclear power plant, the CNNC emphasized that nuclear energy is a safe technology for humans, plant, and the environment. With both parties fulfilled, they exchanged gifts as a sign of acceptance of building a mutual relationship together for the good of the people of Kogi State. Joshua Adenoy, reporting for MLC TV.
Kogi State government has ordered the immediate demolition of all shanties along LOKOJA, Osara, Obajana, Itube, LOKOJA, Zango, and other areas within Kogi State. This is to allow holistic security of life and property of all citizens and residents. He also ordered all brothels to be closed down. Governor Bello charged all traditional leaders to take charge of their domain. The governor made the tough decisions after the killing of 3 policemen and 5 vigilantes in a Ajakuta local government area of the state. Our reporter has more.
Kogi State Governor Yahya Bello has expressed dismay at the recent killing of 3 policemen and 5 vigilantes by bandits in Ajakuta local government area. The governor, during the security meeting held with all traditional rulers and the 21 local government council chairmen in Government House LOKOJA, registered his worries and sent a warning to the perpetrators. He instructed all traditional rulers to flush all criminal elements from their domain.
We all know that the very basic and almost all important business of government is to secure and protect lives and livelihoods. As a government today that I am leading here in Kogi State, I will never shy away from that very important responsibilities. 8 lives too many for us. Even 1 life, or we take security very seriously. And that is why we could say anybody and everybody from across the country can come and cohabit with us and earn your lawful livelihood. Therefore, if your area is going to dwarf or stain that clean record, we in government will not take it lightly with you.
The Ata Igala, Ohinoyi of Ibira, Ohimege Igu Kotokarfi, and Obaro of Kaba, including the chairman of the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria, Algon Kogi State Chapter, Taufik Issa, expressed their present situation and promised not to relent in their efforts to secure their community.
Begging Your Excellency to please assist us in terms of separating the sizes. Otherwise, the influx can one day cause problem for Kogi State.
We are, whether anybody likes or not, we are the final aviation. Whichever we do and think we can do, or intend to do and we are doing that, provided they are right, we are right. We cannot shut our eyes at a time like this. Whatever the roots are, they interpret them completely. Wind them out. Close our eyes, no matter who's involved, and do the right thing, because righteousness exalts the nation.
Our highways too are not safe. We have kidnappers, we have banditry all over. the villages too, more insecure than even the metropolis because of the influence of strangers. On our part, we are trying, the national institution is trying to make sure we keep a record of this influx of people, what they do, where they come from, through the various heads that are members of the local government council of chiefs. Your Excellency, we cannot do it alone as a council without the support of the government. We can only direct, which we have been doing. And we are thankful that there has been yielding results. But we can do more if we have your support. Thank you.
And between Ijowa and the Yamohi, along that stretch, there's a lot of threats to life and property on a daily basis. And coming down to Ijumu shares borders with OKJ local government, shares border with the West, especially Ondo and Ekiti State. So that axis to Akoko is very, very difficult for us to manage. So what we are doing to security agencies posted to our area to critically look at that environment.
I want to thank you for the opportunity, and by the special grace of God, and I want to thank the traditional ruler for the cooperation, for their cooperation, and by the special grace of God, we shall continue to take charge and make sure that nobody is allowed to destabilize the already established peace existing in Kogi State.
The governor made some hard decisions to help curb insecurity in the state.
Anything that happens in your land again, moving forward, from today, I will give you a grace of this month to cleanse the land. By 30th of August, finish cleansing the land. The traditional rulers, along with the local government chairman, you are executive chairman, cleanse the land. Here in Kogi State, we must protect our own. We're not saying nobody should come and live with us. He who seeks equity must go with clean hands. So if you are coming, come cleanly. Our land is full of milk and honey. We're not greedy. But before you come, you must have something to come and do.
Other decisions made were the closure of brothels, banning of wearing face masks in public. He also directed the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, union leaders and state security advisor to immediately meet with riders of tricycles and Okada for proper data capturing. Governor Bello commended the police and all other security agents and charged them to continue to support the fight against insurgency without fear or favor.
There are so many undesirable sites across the state. All of them pretending to be job seekers or doing one thing or the other. Especially around either factories or industries or companies. We have bachas and shanties. Well, majority of them Tobagena. We have some of them at Okaba. We have some of them even here in LOKOJA. We have some of them along Osarazango, Zariagi, Itobe, and some other areas. all these shanties and butchers shall be removed immediately. The DG lands have been directed to mark all of these areas for demolition with immediate effect. However, there are inadequacies as law enforcement agencies. Nigerian police is not weak. Nigerian army is not weak. We will show them here in Kogi that we are not weak.
Recently, Kogi, which is listed as the safest state in Nigeria, has in the last few weeks been faced with security challenges in some quarters, and the governor has vowed not to allow the efforts of his administration towards securing the lives of the people and properties be truncated. He promised to comb out all criminal elements from every nook and cranny of the state. Khadijat Mohammed, reporting for MLC TV.
The train of the Jigi Bola relaunched free medical outreach by the Lagos State government in partnership with the Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu and Kadiri Obafemi Hamzat Boshko Healthcare Mission International moved to Shomolu Local Government and Bariga Local Council Development Area. This legacy bequeathed to us by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been deliberately sustained by the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to ensure that we positively change the narrative with regard to visual and hearing impairments in our state. Early detection and treatment are the watchwords to prevent these medical conditions from getting out of control. The First Lady Claudiana Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu therefore calls on the people, especially those suffering from visual impairments and hearing dysfunction, to take advantage of the Jigi Bola initiative to improve their health. The total number of registered voters in Nigeria may have risen from 84 million to 96.2 million. This is according to the latest voter statistics released by the Independent National Electoral Commission, which states that 12.2 million votes registered in the continuous voter registration that ended on Sunday. According to INEC, the Northwest Geopolitical Zone, which comprises the 7 states of Sokoto, Zamfara, Kano, Kaduna, Katsina, Kebbi and Jigawa, with a total of 22.67 million registered voters, has the highest number of registered voters. As of the 2019 elections, the Northwest had 20.15 million voters. However, the latest report released by INEC showed that 2.5 million new voters registered during the recently concluded continuous voter registration in the zone. The Southwest, which earlier had 16.29 million registered voters, now 18.3 million, having added 2.0 million new registered voters. The zone comprises Lagos, Ogun, Osun, Oyo, Ekiti, and Ondo. In a third position is the South-South, which comprises Akwa Ibom, Rivers, Cross River, Bayelsa, Edo, and Delta states. The number of registered voters in the zone has risen from 12.8 million to 15.2 million. The North Central, which is made up Nasarawa, Kogi, Benue, Niger, Kwara, and Plateau, now has 14.1 million voters, while the Northeast, which is made up of Yobe, Borno, Taraba, Adamawa, Bauchi, and Gombe, added 1.5 million new voters to reach 12.8 million registered voters. The Southeast, which is the smallest geopolitical zone and consists of 5 states, Ebonyi, Enugu, Abia, Anambra, and Imo, now has 11.49 million voters, while the number of registered voters in the Federal Capital Territory increased from 1.3 million to 1.5 million. A breakdown of INEC's report also showed that 71% of newly registered voters are youths. Of the 12.2 million newly registered voters, about 8.7 million are between the ages of 18 and 34, while about 2.4 million are between ages 35 and 49. Those between ages 50 and 69 are about 856,017, while about 127,000 are over 70. The statistics also showed that more women registered during the latest CVR than men, while 6 million plus are women, 6 million are men. We're now going to short break. We'll be right back. Please do stay with us.
Choose MLC TV.
Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Glad to have you back from the break, and now to stories in politics. The chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP Board of Trustees, Walid Jibril, on Monday said there were plans to bring all members' party, including Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike and other aggrieved members, together ahead of the 2023 general elections. Jibril disclosed this in a statement made available to journalists in Kaduna. He said members of the party's board would meet Wike and other aggrieved party members for reconciliation. He said the board, being the conscience of party, would meet on Wednesday as a follow-up to the meeting of the governors in order to unite party members ahead of the 2023 elections. The party chieftain added that during the Wednesday's meeting, a reconciliation committee will be set up. He said, "I want to assure everyone that all plans are on ground to bring all members together as one and united, as what is happening in the PDP can never be compared with the situation in the APC, especially their plans in trying to bring religious issues of Muslim president and vice president." And on to news in the foreign scene. A United States drone strike killed Al-QAEDA chief Ayman al-ZAWAHIRI at a hideout in the Afghan capital. President Joe Biden said Monday, adding justice had been delivered to the families of the September 11, 2001 attacks. In a sober televised address, Biden said he gave the final go-ahead for the high-precision strike that successfully targeted Zawahiri in the Afghan capital over the weekend. A senior administration official said Zawahiri was on the balcony of the house in Kabul when he was targeted with 2 Hellfire missiles an hour after sunrise on the 31st of July, and that there had been no U.S. boots on the ground in Afghanistan. According to the official's account, the president gave his green light for the strike on the 25th of July as he was recovering in isolation from COVID-19. Biden said there were no civilian casualties in the operation. It was the first known over-the-horizon strike by the United States on Al-QAEDA target in Afghanistan since American forces withdrew from the country in 2021. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said Monday evening that by hosting and sheltering Zawahiri, the Taliban had grossly violated the Doha Agreement signed in 2020, which paved the way for America's withdrawal. Zawahiri, an Egyptian surgeon who grew up in a comfortable Cairo household before turning to violent radicalism, had been on the run for 20 years since the 9/11 attacks. He took over Al-QAEDA after Osama bin Laden was killed by U.S. Special Forces in Pakistan in 2011 and had a $25 million US bounty on his head. And out to sports, is over to Jonah Malik for the sports update.
And on sports update, Team Nigeria on Monday claimed another bronze medal to end day 4 of the ongoing 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham in 9th position with 4 medals, 2 gold and 2 bronze. Following an impressive outing on day 3, when the country won gold and bronze medal through weightlifters Rafiatu Lawal and Edidong Umafia, Team Nigeria added another 1 medal only in the weightlifting event on Monday. Islamiyat Yusuf clinched a bronze medal in the women's weightlifting 64 kg event after lifting a combined total of 212 kg from both the snatch, clean and jerk, finishing behind Canada's Maudek Charon, who claimed the gold medal, and Sarah Cotran from Australia, who finished second. Meanwhile, it wasn't the best outing for Joy Eze in the women's 71 kg weightlifting, as she failed in all her 3 attempts in the clean and jerk event to finish out of top 10. In boxing, Innocent Iwarime lost to England's Bowens 5-0 in the over 75 kg to 80 kg category. It also turned out to be another disappointment for Team Nigeria's men's table tennis after losing 3-0 to India. At the end of day 4, Australia lead the medal chart with a total of 70 medals, 30 gold, 20 silver and 20 bronze, while England are second with 21 gold, 21 silver and 11 bronze with a total of 53 medals. New Zealand are third with 24 medals, 13 gold, 7 silver and 4 bronze, while South Africa and Canada complete the top 5. Still on sports, according to US publication Sporting KC, tickets for the international friendly double-header games between Nigeria and the United States women's team have begun. The US women's national team, 4-time World Cup champions and 4 Olympic Games gold winners, will face the 9-time African champions first at the Children's Mercy Park in Kansas City, Kansas on September 3rd before squaring off again at the Audi Field in Washington September 6th. Tickets are now on sale for fans to secure seats to see the United States women's national team take on Nigeria on Saturday, September 3rd at Children's Mercy Park in Kansas City, Can. As both teams prepare for the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup, the website wrote, the Children's Mercy Park is home to Kansas City in the U.S. National Women's Soccer League and Sporting Kansas City in the Major League Soccer, while Audi Field is utilized by National Women's Soccer League side Washington Spirit and Major League Soccer team DC United. The USWNT, who are the most successful team in the world, and the Super Falcons, the most successful team in Africa, have both qualified for the 2023 Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. The back-to-back World Cup champions qualified for the 2023 World Cup and 2024 Olympic Games by winning the 2022 CONCACAF Championship last month, while the Super Falcons booked a place at the Mundial after reaching the last 4 of the Women's African Cup of Nations in Morocco last month. The Super Falcons will hope to end their 6th consecutive defeat to the US when they face off next month. And that's sports update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to our caster for more stories.
Thank you, Jonah, for the update. And on entertainment news, Matthias Ayodeji Peter is standing by for the updates.
On our entertainment news today, Euphoria 360 and Ant Hill Studios' blockbuster title King of Thieves has debuted on Amazon Prime. The epic August 1st debut comes after 14 weeks in box office and its record-breaking 320.80 million naira box office earnings. Recall that in June, Film One announced that the Adebayo Tijani and Tokpe Adebayo Salami directed film has crossed the 300 million naira mark, making it the first Yoruba language to hit the milestone. King of Thieves is set in Ajeromi, a fictional Yoruba kingdom that is forced into chaos following the invasion of the vicious Ageshinkole. The epic stars Femi Adebayo Salami in the lead role with Toyin Abraham, Odulade Adekola, Ibrahim Chata, Adedimeji Lateef, Aisha Lawa, Mr. Macaroni, Brother Shaggy, and made its theatrical debut on April 8, 2022. The Femi Adebayo's produced its title joins Amazon catalog as part of Ant Hill's title licensing deal, which was announced in January. The multi-year deal will see Prime Video launch the studio's title post their theatrical runs. And still on our entertainment news from Africa, Level 1 housemate Hermes has won week 2's head of house games in the ongoing Big Brother Naija Season 7. The win comes at a crucial time in the season as eviction nominations are expected to kickstart today. The 2-round head of house games saw the professional dancer emerge head of house while Chichi and Dotun won the week's tails. As winner of the games, the housemate has won immunity not just for himself but for the Level 1 house. He also reserved the sole rights to nominate 5 housemates from Level 2 house for possible evictions this weekend. His fellow housemates are allowed to suggest Level 2 housemates. Voting is currently ongoing in the Level 1 house with Fina, Saif, Brian, Khalid, Beauty, and Kes leading. And that is all on entertainment news today. My name is Matthias Ayodeji Peter.
Thank you, Matthias, for the update. And that is the size of our package today. Do join us tomorrow at the same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV, like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, Twitter at MLC TV 1. For your event coverage, information, contribution, advert and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join us Friday and Saturday to watch our special programs. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Mono Balagbubu. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and a peaceful society together. Good day and thanks for watching.